Hello everyone and welcome. This is Martin speaking. In this episode, we will discuss three very important topics. Western hegemony crumbling, how China is disrupting the global balance, military triangle, Russia proposes drills with China and North Korea. Should we be scared? Trilateral tension, China is the elephant in the room for U.S.-Japan-South Korea relations. Topic number 1. The current state of the American empire has raised concerns about its future and the decline of Western hegemony. The gradual unraveling of the empire can be seen as a slow and tumultuous process, characterized by lies, corruption, conflicts, and injustice. The recent conference attended by Afghan exiles in London sheds light on the disillusionment many individuals feel towards the broken promises made by the United States and its Western allies. The Afghans, who had lost faith in Washington and the West, expressed their disappointment with the country's failure to deliver on its commitments. The United States' unclear nation-building objectives in various conflicts, such as Vietnam, Iraq, and Afghanistan, have left millions of innocent victims in their wake. These events have contributed to the erosion of American credibility and the decline of its global standing. Meanwhile, Israel, a staunch ally of the U.S., finds itself in a precarious position as it contemplates the implications of America's diminishing power. Israel's failure to achieve its desired outcomes in relation to Iran, despite its cozy relationship with Saudi Arabia, raises questions about its own future. The expansion of the BRICS coalition, which includes Brazil, Russia, India, China, and South Africa, along with Saudi Arabia, Iran, Ethiopia, the United Arab Emirates, Argentina, and Egypt, has further highlighted the shift in global power dynamics. This poses a challenge to the U.S. and the G7, with some members of the U.S. Congress viewing it as the onset of a new Cold War. The perceived growth of China's economy is seen as a threat by many in Washington, prompting calls for the development of new weaponry and protective measures. Amidst these geopolitical changes, the emergence of the International North-South Transport Corridor, INSTC, created through a historic agreement between Russia and Iran, has been largely overlooked by Western media. This transportation route offers an alternative to the Suez Canal, reducing delivery times and customs tariffs. Furthermore, it strengthens Russia's trade relations with Saudi Arabia and signifies its growing economic prospects. Afghanistan, strategically located within the region, stands to benefit from this shifting trade landscape. Russia's improved economic prospects are also connected to China's Belt and Road Initiative, which aims to enhance connectivity and trade across Eurasia. China has emphasized the need to move away from a Cold War mentality, expressing discontent with NATO expansion and calling for UN intervention in conflicts. China's support for conflict resolution via the UN, rather than Western-led initiatives, has been met with resistance and suspicion from Western powers. This, in turn, reflects the anxieties surrounding the decline of Western hegemony and the perceived threat it poses to Western unity. It is essential to recognize the shifting global landscape that challenges the traditional notions of Western dominance. Anti-war movements, climate activists, and other global citizens are increasingly questioning the Western narrative and challenging the status quo. This calls for a significant change in regimes and outdated power structures. Iran, too, must adapt to these changing dynamics and work towards facilitating the well-being of its citizens. As we analyze these developments and the potential consequences for Western hegemony, it is crucial to foster open dialogue and encourage readers to share their perspectives on the topic. We invite you to leave your opinions and thoughts in the comments section below. Topic number 2. Military triangle. Russia proposes drills with China and North Korea. Should we be scared? Russia's defense minister, Sergei Shoigu, allegedly proposed the idea of trilateral military exercises involving Russia, China, and North Korea during his visit to North Korea in July, according to South Korea's National Intelligence Service, NIS. Reports suggest that the NIS received information indicating Shoigu's proposition for joint drills with North Korea and China during a closed-door session of the National Assembly's Intelligence Committee. As media outlets discussed the increasing possibility of such joint exercises, the NIS revealed that Shoigu had discussed broad military cooperation with North Korean leader Kim Jong-un during his visit on July 27, which marked the anniversary of the armistice agreement ending the Korean War. As South Korea, the United States, and Japan enhanced their military collaboration, including regular joint exercises, it appears that North Korea, China, and Russia are considering joint drills of their own. However, it should be noted that North Korea has not yet participated in any previous joint military exercises carried out by China and Russia. Alexander Matsugora, Russia's ambassador to North Korea, expressed his personal opinion on the matter, stating that joint exercises with China and Russia seemed appropriate. Adding to this development, South Korea's intelligence agency also disclosed that only one out of the two short-range ballistic missiles launched by North Korea on August 30 was successful. The spy agency commented that North Korea's perception seems to imply that any potential conflict would be brief, involving the combination of conventional weapons and tactical nuclear arms. To understand the implications of these recent developments, it is important to analyze the potential motivations behind Russia's proposal for trilateral military exercises involving China and North Korea. This move could be seen as an attempt by Russia to display its influence and cooperation within the region, particularly with China, which has already conducted joint military exercises with Russia. Additionally, such drills could bolster Russia's strategic positioning, while also demonstrating its support for North Korea, a country currently facing economic and political challenges due to international sanctions. As for China, participating in joint exercises could serve as a means to strengthen its military ties with both Russia and North Korea. China has steadily increased its military capabilities in recent years and has expressed its desire for a more prominent role in global affairs. Collaborating with Russia and North Korea in military exercises not only enhances China's military coordination and interoperability, but also sends a message to other countries about its regional influence. For North Korea, engaging in joint military exercises with Russia and China could have several implications. Firstly, it may serve as a way for the country to showcase its military capabilities and demonstrate its alliance with powerful regional partners. North Korea has consistently pursued a policy of deterring external threats through its nuclear program, and joining these exercises might further solidify its defense posture. Secondly, such exercises could provide North Korea with valuable training opportunities and knowledge exchange in terms of military tactics and strategies. Lastly, participating in joint drills could be seen as a means for North Korea to leverage its relationships with Russia and China, possibly gaining diplomatic support against international pressure and sanctions. Considering the broader geopolitical landscape, these proposed joint military exercises might introduce a new dynamic in the region, particularly in relation to the ongoing tensions on the Korean Peninsula. The increasing military cooperation between Russia, China, and North Korea signals a potential counterbalance to the trilateral alliance between South Korea, the United States, and Japan. It opens up opportunities for enhanced collaboration and coordination among the three countries while posing new challenges for the existing security architecture in the region. In conclusion, the proposition of trilateral military exercises involving Russia, China, and North Korea has garnered attention and speculation. Understanding the potential motivations and implications behind this proposal is crucial to comprehending its broader impact on regional dynamics. It is important to acknowledge that this development could have significant ramifications for the security landscape, potentially reshaping existing alliances and influencing future diplomatic endeavors. As we consider these recent events, it is vital to solicit the opinions of the audience. What do you think about the potential joint exercises? Share your thoughts and opinions in the comments below. Topic number 3. Trilateral tension. China is the elephant in the room for U.S.-Japan-South Korea relations. The recent gathering at Camp David has sparked discussions regarding the future of Northeast Asian security. Central to these discussions is the question of the United States, U.S., Japan, South Korea trilateral's effectiveness in upholding the regional rules-based order and President Biden's emphasis on the competition between democracies and autocracies. In light of China's increasing influence in East Asia and the emerging China-Russia-North Korea alignment, the U.S. has showcased its commitment to maintaining a strategic edge by strengthening its Asian alliance network. However, the success of this alliance is contingent upon addressing historical and perceptual political issues between Japan and South Korea, as well as navigating domestic political dynamics within each country. Japan's 2022 National Security Strategy, NSS, recognizes the significance of cooperation with South Korea for regional security, while South Korea's 2023 NSS emphasizes the need to enhance collaboration with Japan on both regional and global matters. Efforts to normalize Korea-Japan relations and strengthen economic and security ties have been made, including the restoration of military intelligence sharing under the General Security of Military Information Agreement, GSOMIA, and the resolution of trade disputes. However, skepticism among progressive factions in South Korea towards Japan and challenges within Japan itself, particularly within the conservative camp, may hinder progress. China has taken notice of the U.S.-Japan-South Korea Trilateral's reference to Taiwan in the spirit of Camp David's statement. China criticizes the United States for promoting a Cold War mentality through various alliances, including AUKUS, the Quad, and the Trilateral, while it claims to foster solidarity and economic integration through initiatives such as the Regional Comprehensive Economic Partnership, RCEP, and the Comprehensive and Progressive Agreement for Trans-Pacific Partnership, CPTPP. The U.S. National Security Strategy, NSS, of October 2022 identifies China as the main competitor with the intent to reshape the international order, acknowledging its growing economic, diplomatic, military, and technological power. Similarly, Japan's December 2022 NSS recognizes China as an unprecedented and significant strategic challenge. Japan aims to counter the rise of a China-centric order by developing a multi-layered network of alliances and partnerships, including countries like Australia, India, South Korea, Europe, ASEAN, and NATO. Japan's strategic choices, particularly its commitment to defense and economic security, will play a significant role in shaping the power balance in the Indo-Pacific region. South Korea's 2023 NSS identifies North Korea as its top security priority, while adopting a nuanced approach towards China. South Korea seeks to cultivate a more mature relationship with Beijing based on mutual respect and reciprocity, while asserting its security sovereignty through decisions such as the deployment of the Terminal High Altitude Area Defense (THAAD) system. The current administration in South Korea has moved away from the Three No's agreement signed in 2017, which limited participation in American missile defense networks and trilateral military alliances with the U.S. and Japan. This shift in policy dilutes the previous arrangement. China's economic coercion against South Korea has pushed the country closer to strengthening its alliance with the U.S. and revisiting its Japan policy.